Yeah, man, I can't be proud of these two sisters and this one
Yes.
in particular. Tracy, please do the honors.
Oh my gosh, I would love to because honestly, citizens, I feel like this young woman, she just hopped out the womb with a mic in her hand and a gift in her heart because the talent that she possesses is simply undeniable, both now at the age of 23 and going back to the age of 13. That's when most of us were first introduced to her and her sister on YouTube. And they were just these two adorable little nuggets, young as hell, with these grown voices. They could just sing their asses off, and they gained a very organic fan base. And one of those fans happened to be the queen, Beyonce, who eventually signed them as a duo that we all have continued to love, support, and adore. And so she's thriving with her sister, Hallie, in both music and Hollywood. Shout out to Grownish. And she's also thriving as an individual who knows how the hell to command some attention. From a fiery music video to a fiery VMAs performance to a fiery Jimmy Fallon performance, all featuring her new solo single, Have Mercy. Citizens, give a warm welcome back to singer, songwriter, producer, actress, badass, the one and only Chloe Bailey.
Hey, wow. Chloe.
I do.
Hey, Chloe.
Hey, I miss you guys.
I miss you too. Miss you too. Chloe, you tired?
You
You've
know, I am blessed and grateful.
There it is, man. Let the words guide your mood.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. I asked you this because I know the run. I know once you get hot, man, you're not going to get a whole lot of sleep. But, these days, you've been hot for a while, so you got some grooming. But I'm just curious about your well-being. You've had a lot of emotional highs, as of lately with these performances and with these solo performances and all of this, just even larger attention. How are you handling it physically and mentally? What is it like?
Oh, how am I handling physically and mentally? Well, I'm the kind of person who loves to work, and I throw myself into work. And, I'm still trying to learn, what I do in between that because, music is what kind of really fuels me as a human being. And when I'm not doing anything related to it, I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? So I'm still figuring that out. But, it's a lot of prayers and meditating and, reflection and reminding myself of my self-worth no matter what, not even just as a performer, but just me as a human being. And so, yeah, I'm still working through it.
Still working through it. How much of your life, we were having this conversation and even remembering this conversation we had with you guys about when you first moved to L.A. and how the family made a collective decision. We were having a conversation this morning. A man called up and asked, how should he address his daughter when she's, seeking out her life's ambitions and she's pursuing her purpose.
Right.
And my daughter, you guys are the same age, and I told him what I like to do to get out of her way and not project what my ambitions are on her. How has your relationship with your parents changed in terms of decisions you make for yourself with your career? Do they leave it all to you now, or how does that work?
Yeah, everything has been left up to me, and I think even now I've been finding the power in using my own voice. I turned 23 this year, and it's been really empowering for me to really speak up for what I want and to control my own narrative. And, there's some moments when it's a bit scary and fearful, but, I have to speak up for myself. And so it's been very liberating, honestly, and I'm still learning each and every day, and I still have so much more to grow and even learn about myself and, how to always hold my head up high. But I'm happy that I was raised to be an independent woman, and I'm really proud of myself.
There you go. I'm proud of you, too. Chloe is here. Chloe Bailey is here. Tracy,
Same
go ahead.
here. Chloe, so good to hear your voice.
So great to hear yours.
Thank you, Mama. And it's such a pleasure to just see both you and your sister continue to evolve as your own people, but they continue to evolve as an entity. And I was thinking about you because I'm not sure if you're familiar with human design. Are you? Have you
No.
heard of it? It's like
No.
and this is for you too, citizens, if you're unfamiliar, but it's been really illuminating for myself. It's like a system that explains your personal DNA, how you were built,
Oh
how you
wow.
best respond to. Yeah, it's like a combination of astrology and
It's
Myers
called Human
Briggs.
Design. Oh, I'm
Yes,
writing it
human
down.
design for sure. It's definitely worth your time with doing some research. But the reason why I bring it to you, Chloe, is because they speak about how people best make decisions. And some folks, it's best for them to go with their initial gut. Other people don't know what that means. You know, they don't feel something in the pit of their stomach. They work best making decisions by getting feedback from others. Other people, they just need one night to sleep on
Mhm.
it. Other people need a longer period of time, you know,
Mhm.
to be away from the decision they got to make, and then they come back
Mhm.
and do it. Which one of those best describes how you make decisions in the studio? Because not only are you the one who's singing songs, but you're a songwriter, and then also you're a producer, which is a
Yeah.
role, unfortunately, we don't see a lot of shine for women.
Mhm.
Are you okay, I'm just going off my gut and whatever feels organic, or do you like to have someone so you can bounce ideas with? Do you like to sleep on it? How do you make your decisions in the studio?
When it comes to creation in the studio, I'm definitely the type of person who reacts and moves off of my gut instinct and, the initial feeling and thought that I have, because I feel like that's whatever is supposed to come to me comes to me in the most purest form before I start overthinking and before the side of me that is, jaded by the world, because we all are, kind of comes in and, kind of second guesses whatever idea that may be. So, I'm such a feeling kind of girl. I always lead with my heart, and with music that's totally okay. And it's the best feeling when I'm creating a track or even just freestyling in the booth and I just close my eyes, and that's the place where I feel the safest to truly say what I want and need to say.
Yeah. And what's your
Mhm.
setup like in the studio? Are you like I just want one person in here and that's that? Are you a candle girl? Do you like it to be very bright? What's the mood for you?
I never really thought about it, but I never really like the room to be too bright. I like some sort of vibe. I don't need candles, but I definitely don't need bright light shining in my face. And if I'm in a studio with, collaborating with someone, I go in the booth and I'll shut all the lights off and I turn my chair so I'm not facing the engineer or anyone else who happens to be in there. So I don't
Mm.
kind of get lost in my thoughts and I just kind of lose myself in the music truly, like I do similarly on stage. And, yeah, I really creation where I sometimes in my bedroom, that's where majority of my current album has been created, but I've also been collaborating with a lot of songwriters and producers and being in the studio. And usually I always like the smaller rooms, more intimate rooms, and I don't like too many people in there because I feel like you have to bare your soul to be so vulnerable when you're creating the type of art and the lyrics that I'm doing.
Right.
So yeah, as many the smallest amount of people as possible. I prefer low light, good
Mm,
energy for
good
sure.
energy.
There it
What
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
what did you learn, and then what do you feel like you taught collaborating with Murder Beast? I mean, this guy done work with everybody from Travis Scott to Gucci to Drake, obviously, Nicki Minaj. I mean, this dude, I love this guy's discography. So, what was that experience like?
Yeah, I love Murda. He's awesome, and I'm so happy that we built a friendship. And he'll always just send me tracks, and it was so funny because I'm a producer and he is as well. So it was like when we were mixing this project, we were going back and forth on like it was like a 5 second section of like which 808 I wanted there, and like, we were like going back and forth like should it be that, should it be that, and we ended up just combining it, best of both worlds, because we truly couldn't decide. And I love it too because I'm able to work with him and let my ideas as a female producer shine. And it was truly a collaboration on Have Mercy, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like I still remember the day he sent me the beat, and I was like, oh, this is fire. And I'm so happy with what we did together, and I can't wait to do more.
Chloe Bailey is here. 888-742-3345. We got some callers. Kurt in Atlanta is on the line.
Yes.
Kurt, Grand Risings. Kurt, what up?
Hey, Kurt.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Happy
Good
Friday to
morning.
you all.
Same to
Hey,
you.
hey, Chloe, how you doing, Chloe? Hey, you already know. Yeah, I grew up there. Shit, man, you my new celebrity crush, man. Uh,
It took him a long time.
celebrity crush. Hey,
Thank you.
Hey, you are the new Janet Jackson of this era. You know what I mean? Like
Thank
your
you.
your performances, your just the way your personality, just the way you hold yourself. I mean, you're so dope. You know,
Thank you.
anytime
Huge compliment. I love
I can
Janet.
fly out. Oh yeah. Hey, I grew up on it too. But
Yeah.
anytime I'm in LA, if you're ever down for a date at Nobu or Beverly Hills shopping, just let me know. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, 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 no. We'll
Wow.
we'll we'll let you know because we'll be there too, Kurt. So
You
now
got a trick on all of us,
Oh
Kurt.
man,
bring your
The
credit
crew got to
card.
come. Crew
Yeah,
love.
come on, man. Kurt shot his shot though, Chloe. He shot. Well, you must. You're a beautiful woman, and people watch you grow, and your music is extremely alluring, and you have powerful performances. I mean, he brought up Janet Jackson, but I must imagine that folks like Janet Jackson, probably Beyonce, after seeing you do your solo performances, I'm sure you got a lot of accolades from some big names. Can you share any of that with us?
It is just so, it's the best feeling to know that people have been enjoying my performances and seeing me completely who I am on that stage. And, each stage I've been stepping on as a solo artist has been pretty scary because it's where I really and truly have to rely on myself and my gift and my talent and believing in myself. And, a lot of times it's so much easier said than done and it's difficult to do. But when I do get on that stage, that's when every single one of those self-doubting thoughts disappear and I'm able to truly be myself. And that's why I feel the most confident. And, to even hear that people of such high stature even compliments my performing in that way, it means everything. Even the supporters who have been supporting me and following me on the ride as I'm perfecting who I am as a human being and an artist and a performer. So it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, huh? Chloe Bailey is here. I think it was the Jimmy Fallon show where you brought out the drum machine.
Yeah,
What kind of
yeah,
machine?
yeah.
What kind of drum machine is that?
Yeah, I was just in a Kai MPC.
The MPC?
I usually, when I'm on stage doing the beats like that, I use my Ableton Push 2, but I have these long nails, and I didn't want to have so many buttons with me. I wanted to keep it simple. So, yeah, that's the one I decided to use for that performance.
Yeah. How many like rappers have hit you up for beats?
Quite a few, honestly, which is pretty cool and surprising. And it'll come in handy when I need those features for my album.
Hello.
That's what you heard, Tracy.
Yep, exactly. That's very, very smart. And I loved the tweet that you put out and just owning like doing the most is just what I do. Okay. So
Yeah.
and I'm curious, Chloe, about your personal boundaries when it comes to technology. Of course, you're on a very heavy promo run right now, so that does require connecting with fans on social. But we know that an excessive amount of social media can impact our mental health. It can bloat our ego. It can completely deflate our ego. Are you able to create like time limits where it's like, you know what, I'm just going to be on social for an hour or I'm going to take a break?
Honestly, I tried the whole time limit thing and I still have it on my phone, but I'm the one who will get like the reminder and I'll say, oh, keep it on for about 20 more minutes or one more minute, and then I'll keep pressing that. So I end up still being on social media just as much.
Yeah,
But,
I get it.
for me, I like to be as transparent as possible because we're all humans, and I just feel like other people will be inspired to completely be their full selves and not ashamed to have insecurities and even feel really confident some days if I'm open about it, just like I've seen so many other artists who I've been inspired by, whether they're so open about it through their music or even just talking through their personal daily lives. Now, of course, there's a few things I keep to myself that I never want to distract away from people knowing me and my music. But other than that, I'm pretty much an open book.
I heard that.
That's interesting because, okay, with the open book flow, because we all know, and I feel like you know this as well, that you're on the path of becoming an icon. And you should definitely
you.
own it
I
if you
hope
have it
so.
completely. Yeah, girl. All my money I
Got
put
it
on
hurt
you.
right here. Me too. I put a lot of money on it too. By the way.
Like big
Don't let
facts,
us down.
Chloe.
I won't.
And that's just your intrinsic nature. It's not something that you even have to go out of your way to prove and try to just perform your way into becoming an icon. It's something that's going to naturally unfold. But anyways, with the icons we have currently, one thing I notice is that when they reach a certain level of superstardom, they start phasing out from interviews, from doing like sit downs. And I guess it's just their experience with media and how things can be twisted if a certain like quote is the only one that people gravitate towards, et cetera, et cetera. But you said you're an open book. So I wonder, do you look forward to when you don't have to do interviews anymore? Do you feel like you still will do them?
Honestly, I think I'd still do them because it's been helping people get to know me and promoting my music. And without the fans and supporters, I really wouldn't be here. So I think I'll continue to do it. But I also understand the other flip side, because when you have more eyes on you like that, it becomes more difficult to get your actual point across because people do twist your thoughts and your words. So I understand that as well. But I think for now, of course, I'm going to keep doing them.
Yeah, she still need to, she got an album,
Exactly.
Yeah, she got some things to do.
Down the line.
Down the line.
Gotta grow.
Okay. All right. DB, you got a question? DB usually, you got a question, DB?
Yeah, I actually do because Chloe, it is October and I'm a huge horror fan, and I wanted to know if maybe you could shed some light on this horror film you have coming up called The Georgetown Project with Russell Crowe and Sam Worthington, two big names that you're starring in. So I wondered if maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Georgetown Project was really fun to film, and I can't wait to see it myself. I do not know when it'll come out, but I can't wait. I just wrapped this other film called Jane, which is ironically another, thriller. But it's more, mental. But I can't wait to see all of these, and I can't wait to dive deeper and more into acting. I love acting.
That's what's up. Okay, I'm going to take one more. I know you got a lot of interviews, but Tiara has been waiting from Cleveland. Real quick, Tiara, go ahead. Say it.
Hey, Tiara.
Hi, Chloe. Hi, Sway. Hi, Tracy G.
Hey.
Hi.
So I just have to say, I have been following you and Hallie since the YouTube days, and I have always been blown away by y'all's musicality, just the way y'all can use your voices. And it's just so beautiful and effortless. And you guys hold yourself with such grace and poise, and you seem so down to earth. And I just want to encourage you. I support everything you guys do, from Grownish to the lives you and Hallie used to do on Instagram with the stories. I just love y'all. And these people out here, these naysayers, they just mad because they can't do what you do the way you do it, with that body and that face, honey.
Body.
Oh, that means so much. You're so sweet. Thank you.
There you go.
Anytime.
Wow.
You have my full support.
Wow, that was so sweet. Yeah, that was perfectly said.
We like you, Tiara. You're a super citizen.
That's Sway in the morning, VIC.
Yay.
Okay. Absolutely. Chloe, it's good to hear your voice. We're not in the studio right now. I know you're at the building, but we'll see each other soon. Hey, I'm proud of you and Hallie. I'm proud of both of you. I see you guys taking your careers by the reins and just fully expressing yourselves unapologetically, and I think it's great. And so congratulations. As an uncle, I'm proud of you. Keep going. Keep going.
Thank you so much. Always proud of you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you. See you soon. Tell the parents
Thanks,
I said hey.
Chloe.
All right,
I
there you
will.
go. Chloe Bailey, ladies and gentlemen. She's hot. She is hot. We coming back with a little celebrity wire in Axe Mike.
Yes,
News.
sir.
Shade 4-5.